Join me as we explore the vibrant community of zip code 30044 in the state of Georgia. From its unique geography and diverse demographics to its lively social scene and thriving economy, this zip code has so much to offer. Let's dive in and uncover all the fascinating characteristics of this area. Zip code 30044, located in Georgia, has a population of 99.6 thousand people living in a 24 square mile area with a high population density of 4,076 people per square mile. The zip code 30044 is home to diverse wildlife, including the endangered Georgia pine vole. Some locals believe that zip code 30044 is home to a secret underground network of tunnels built during the Civil War. The name of the zip code, Lilburn, is derived from a character in William Shakespeare's play, The Comedy of Errors. In zip code 30044, located in the state of Georgia, the racial composition is diverse with a significant population of whites, Caucasians, Hispanics, Latinos, and Black African Americans. With a total population of over 36.6 thousand, the white population makes up the largest racial group in this area. However, the Hispanic, Latino, and Black African American populations are not far behind with 31.7 thousand and 29.8 thousand residents respectively. This data shows that zip code 30044 is a melting pot of different cultures and ethnicities, making it a vibrant and diverse community. Zip code 30044 in Georgia has a diverse population, with the most populous ancestries being Mexican, Central American, Vietnamese, South American, and Sub-Saharan African. Mexican ancestry makes up the largest percentage at 14.5%, followed by Central American at 6.5%, and Vietnamese at 5.6%. This is reflective of the overall diversity in the area, with a mix of cultures and backgrounds. These ancestries contribute to the vibrant and multicultural community in zip code 30044. In zip code 30044, within Georgia, the sex and age composition is relatively balanced with a slight female population advantage. With 49.4 thousand males and 50.2 thousand females, the male-to-female ratio is 98.4 males for every 100 females. The most populous age groups for both males and females fall into the 10 to 14-year-old category, making up 4.5% and 4.9% of the total population respectively. This data suggests a relatively young population with a fairly even distribution between males and females, which may have implications for school systems, healthcare services, and other community programs in the area. In zip code 30044, Georgia, the majority of births were to women between the ages of 20 to 34 years old, accounting for 74.2% of total births. The second highest age group for births was 35 to 50 years, with 24.6% of births. The lowest number of births were to women aged 15 to 19 years, which accounted for only 1.2% of total births. On average, there were 74 births per 1,000 women in the state, with the highest fertility rate among women aged 20 to 34 years, at 138 births per 1,000 women. These fertility data suggest that the majority of women in zip code 30044 tend to have children in their 20s and 30s, with a lower number of births occurring among teenage mothers and women over the age of 35. In zip code 30044, Georgia, the highest rate of non-marital childbearing was among women aged 15 to 19 years, with all 22 births, 100%, in this age group being to unmarried women. On the other hand, the lowest rate of non-marital childbearing was among women aged 35 to 50 years, with only 20 out of 464 births, 4.3%, being to unmarried women. This data suggests that younger women in this zip code are more likely to give birth while unmarried, while older women are more likely to be married prior to having children. In zip code 30044, Georgia, there is a clear correlation between education level and rates of non-marital childbearing. The education levels with the highest number of non-marital births are those with less than a high school diploma and those with a college or associate's degree. These two groups make up a large proportion of the population in this zip code and have the highest percentages of non-marital births at 49.3% and 21.6%, respectively. On the other hand, the education levels with the lowest rates of non-marital childbearing are graduate degree holders and those with a bachelor's degree, at 0% and 6.9%, respectively. This suggests that higher education may potentially serve as a protective factor against non-marital childbearing in this area. The income in zip code 30044, Georgia is relatively middle class, with a per capita income of $27,118. The majority of households in this zip code have a median household income of $68,644, which indicates that most families have a comfortable income to support their basic needs. This is also reflected in the median family income of $74,765, indicating that families in this area have a sufficient amount of income to cover expenses and potentially save for the future. These numbers suggest a stable and prosperous community in zip code 30044. In zip code 30044, Georgia, the median earnings for individuals is $34,413. This represents the middle point of all the earnings in the area, with half of the population earning more and half earning less. While male earnings are slightly higher at $37,580, there is still a significant income gap with female earnings at $31,704. This income gap of 15.6% highlights the disparities between men and women in the workforce, suggesting that there may be unequal opportunities or pay discrepancies present in this community. Overall, while the median earnings in this zip code may seem average compared to other areas, the income gap and gender disparities suggest that there may be room for improvement in terms of economic equality. Zip code 30044 in Georgia has a poverty rate of 10.4%, with a total of 10,387 individuals living in poverty. This includes both males and females, with 5,131 and 5,256 individuals respectively. However, certain age brackets are more vulnerable to poverty, with 15-year-old males having the highest poverty rate at 24.9% and 5-year-old females at 18.2%. These statistics highlight the disparity and challenges faced by individuals and families living in this zip code in terms of economic stability and access to resources for basic needs. Despite being a relatively small percentage, the impact of poverty on these vulnerable populations cannot be ignored and efforts must be made to address and alleviate it. In conclusion, this video provided insightful information about the social, demographic, and economic characteristics of zip code 30044 in Georgia. To further explore the data for this zip code, as well as other states, cities, area codes, and zip codes in the United States, visit ZipAtlas. Thank you for watching and happy exploring.